What is up, basement dwellers? I am Nurgen, and in the grim and sometimes scary universe of Bethesda's series Fallout, one thing is always able to put a smile on every Vault Dweller's face. That is Vault Boy, the mascot of fictional company Vault-Tec. But what is Vault Boy's secret? Because trust me, he has one, and it's a big one. Find out what it is when we talk about and analyze the hidden secret of Vault Boy in the Fallout franchise. Before we truly start, I probably need to explain Fallout and Vault Boy to those of you who just don't know what it is. The Fallout series takes place in an alternate universe in which the US got in a full-out nuclear war 200 years from now, and the world was sent into a state of nuclear fallout. People are irradiated, society has crumbled, and the world is just not a good place to be in. With one, or more accurately about 100 exceptions. The Vault-Tec Vaults. Vault-Tec is a company that offered protection in a fallout bunker to civilians before the bombing. And that's not just it. They sell the biggest soda in the known world, Nuka-Cola, and their mascot is the famous Vault Boy. They're just a giant corporation, and Vault Boy is the friendly face to advertise their products. Now that we know that, let's get into this theory. And you're probably wondering, what is this awful thing that Vault Boy is hiding? Well, yeah, that's the point. This seems like a lovable character you can recognize and trust. Vault-Tec used its vaults to keep civilians safe during the nuclear war, and Vault Boy taught children in the vaults in the special books, which are a tutorial in Fallout 3. He also showed up in ads for Nuka-Cola, which it's everyone's favorite drink. He seemed cuddly because that's what Vault-Tec wanted. That's the point. Vault-Tec is a corrupt corporation, and this is something that I failed to mention, but really shows this. Vault Boy is not a friendly face. He's a mask. But what did Vault-Tec do that made them bad? Well, let's see. The first thing that we're going to say is a little bit outlandish, and the second thing is a hard fact and evidence. So stick with me through the first thing, because the second thing makes a lot of sense, and has been proven. Vault-Tec is a corrupt corporation that charged people for their own survival, and that on its own sounds bad, but here's where it gets even more confusing. I'm not saying that Vault-Tec committed the nuclear bombing, but they could have had some behind-the-table hidden knowledge of it that even the US military didn't know. In Fallout 4, moments after the player character signs up for a space in the vault, the bombs drop and they have to run directly towards it. In the game, this is just a cheap writing device in order to get you directly to the action and not have a long and awful prologue. But if we think about it in universe, this is kind of suspicious. While the Vault-Tec man was out advertising the product, it was shown that it would be a good purchase. If the vaults were just made as a precautionary measure, isn't it kind of suspicious that while spots were still being sold, and while it wasn't a fully famous company, the bombs dropped? Another thing that shows that Vault-Tec is just a bad corporation is the fact that in Fallout 2, it was revealed that some vaults just weren't given the supplies they needed to live, like were not given power or were not given enough of a water supply, and it was said to be a social experiment of some kind, as sick as that is. So with that all in mind, the next time you see Vault Boy, don't think of a friendly face, think of an evil company that gave people limited resources compared to what they needed, and may have caused the bombing and destruction of an entire nation. Anyways, folks, I hope that you liked this video. It's a bit different than what we normally do, but I had a lot of fun making it. Anyways, guys, I've been Nurgen, and I'll see y'all in the next one.